As we think about the biotech industry and how it adapted to COVID-19, one of the key themes that comes to mind is the real resilience of these companies in changing their commercial model in response to the pandemic. So when the pandemic broke out, one of the things you couldn't do was interact with a physician face-to-face. This is especially important when it's a drug that physicians aren't already familiar with. These companies quickly adopted more virtual means of educating physicians around their product. I think some of these strategies that the companies developed in response to COVID are going to remain in 2022 and beyond. They've just found, multiple effective ways to engage with doctors that are actually working. The biotech sector has underperformed this year. There could be a variety of explanations for that. The sector did see a lot of outperformance the prior year, benefiting from maybe a halo effect of the industry tackling COVID. As a result, we really think you need to apply a selective approach heading into next year to sift through the real winners and the companies with the best innovation. M&A in the biotech sector is always tough to call when it comes to timing. I think investors would always want to see more rather than less. You contrast that with a very kind of high access to capital right now. You may not always see that acquisition because the companies are able to afford to continue to invest in development on their own. We do still expect a high level of IPOs and new company formation. The access to capital for these companies has been somewhat unprecedented. Heading into 2022, we're seeing some major innovations in the industry. Most people who have followed this industry would say the rate of acceleration has really increased over the past 10 years and the past 10 years before that. Some of the key themes would be cell therapy and gene therapy. Those really represent new toolboxes to tackle some of these diseases, and you're seeing a lot of investment behind those approaches. But we're also seeing real advances in more traditional disease areas that are leveraging our better understanding of the genetic underpinnings of some of these diseases. The rate of innovation shows no signs of slowing and lots of signs of picking up, and I think that makes it a really exciting industry to cover.